I am with the under. Okay, I'm adjusting the settings in StreamYard. Uh, okay. Here we go again. Here we fucking go again. Oh, now I sound okay. What the okay, alright. So, apparently turning on echo cancellation actually does something. That was strange. Okay, the fact that this is working now, alright, this is for real. I'm gonna be doing a live stream on Tuesday night, not in the morning, not anywhere near the time it is right now. And it's going to be very, very boring. I'll be talking about a very obscure Sami language film that was made in the 80s that no one has seen and no one cares about. So if you're looking for something to fall asleep to on Tuesday night, come over to my block and me and English Times, I think we can bore you to sleep. Very confident in my abilities to do that. Because talking about cinema, the way I do it bores people. Am I going to have guests on the stream today? Well, this is a throwaway. This is another outtake. This is me making sure that StreamYard would work well on Safari. Doesn't seem to be any problems with the audio or the picture. Seems to be fine. Am I going to have guests on this stream? I don't know. I mean, does anybody care? I don't think anyone cares about any of this stuff. This is a tiny little channel. It's an excess YouTube channel ran by an excess male. Nobody's invested. I do watch Hyperborean Knowledge sometimes, not a lot. He's going hard on the woman question. Well, he kind of has to because he's interested in things like black magic and how that pertains to feminism, and really just how we're stuck in a gynocentric shithole. So naturally, even someone like Hyperborean Knowledge, he's like this. Um, how do I describe him? How do I describe him? He's interesting. Like he's unusual, but he's not off-putting. Um, he's just very he rejects just about everything of the modern world. Low effort regurgitated slop to farm views. I think that's a part of it. I think he's a realist about what he can get out of YouTube. He probably thinks that being consistent with the output matters. I'm sure he's making money from YouTube, and he would prefer to do that than be a wage slave. I know how opposed to waging Hyperborean knowledge is, and I'm very opposed to it at the same time. Don't be like Thomas who gives boring Nick desserts. Well, it's not going to be an open borders thing. Uh, like English is going to be on that film review stream because I know him and he's watched Pathfinder. There are standards to fulfill for anyone who would want to just hop on. It's not going to be that simple. Uh, let's see. StreamYard looks like it will allow me to just directly upload various videos, stills, things like that, and I'll play it in 720p. All right, I'm going to play something for y'all. I was talking yesterday about that video essay that I'd be doing. I've put together very little of it. What I'm about to play is really the intro. This is an intro to that video essay that I have as a working concept. This isn't necessarily finished. This is like a rough demo of what I would want, but this is meant to set the stage and set the tone. No, Wolf, I'm not using OBS. Fuck OBS on a Mac. Doesn't work for shit. All right, but here it goes. Hopefully this works. Should work. Hope the volume isn't fucked. All right, here we go. No sound. Fuck. Okay, that's not a big deal. The sound is secondary. No, it's not AI, Wolf. That's real footage. Jesus Christ. Calm down. That's a real person in a real room. The sound doesn't matter that much though. Like, you understand completely. You know, like it's an androgynous young person who has a fistful of black pills. You know, it's a dingy setting. It's grungy. You understand completely why I would use that. But it is not AI, I can guarantee that. Real camera, real actor, real set. I try to keep my use of AI to a minimum. Using AI for just everything is it's not very life affirming. The sound though, the fact that there was no sound, I don't know what's up with that. Because when I play the file, there is sound. Yeah, I'm playing it right now. I'm playing it not in StreamYard. I'm playing it just on the desktop. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. But as long as you can hear me, as long as you can hear me and actually see a still or video like that, that's good enough for now. I'm enjoying some. I'm enjoying some raw pork right now. Raw pork mixed with a tiny bit of paprika and a very small amount of garlic. Let's see. Try trying bellowing "Obey me, technology" into the mouse. It worked for me once down at the public library. If it was an old enough computer, it probably would work. Um, by the way, shout out to whoever made this, whoever shot this, because this is not mine. This is someone else's. I found this on not 4chan, not incels.s. I didn't find this on Discord in a Blackpill server. I found this on I think it was oh shit, I think it was DeviantArt or Imgur. It was one of those two. I think we have some covert incels hanging around on those platforms because someone made this and posted it, and I was like, hey, that's actually pretty cool. I could use that. It's a cool image. I like this one. It's very stark. It's very powerful. Communicates a lot. I ended up doing this fucking nonsense yesterday for 2 hours, which is ridiculous because it didn't really feel like 2 hours. Um, what I'm playing right now, this is a 35 millimeter copy of this movie, which was shot digitally. But this is a film print of episode 2. This is what was shown in the majority of theaters across the world when it came out. Very few theaters had the means to project anything digitally, and obviously this looks way better than the digital, like the 2K DI, which is what you would watch if you had the modern 4K that Disney put out, where they applied this really really bad upscaling. This is one of those instances where like the lower res and the non-pitch black shadows and the fall off just makes it look better. Makes it look older than what it is. Makes it fall in line with the visual language of the original trilogy. I mean, just look at this. Like, look at this. I mean, in episode 4, when you see Luke in his in that same place, like the color grading, the shadows, like that was almost a 1-to-1 of the 1977 original. And the scattered grain and the small cigarette burns, just, that's the icing on the cake. This is like, apparently these are exceptionally rare. A proper film print of any of the prequels. Um, Apparently there's very, very few of them. Someone needs to just like someone needs to scan one of them in 2K and then go from there. I'm assuming you guys didn't hear the fucking sound yet again in that, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Star Wars is a Eisensteinian film. StreamYard has a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of extra stuff with like colors and fonts and sound effects, music that's playing in the background, banners, shit like that. I'm thinking maybe I could, for that film review, I could piece together some kind of edit, various scenes from the film, edit something together like a highlight reel, and just have that play in the background when English and I are discussing it. Obviously, there's not going to be sound. That would just be intrusive. That would defeat the purpose. But having the imagery from the film there behind, or running parallel with the discussion, actually would make it a more interesting viewing experience. There's other film review podcasts that do a similar thing. Um, Even though the film review community is an absolute joke, there's a few channels that are actually competent. Um, One is, I think, a Canadian guy or a couple of Canadian guys who do a pretty good job with the analysis. And my introduction to their channel, which I haven't gone back to it in a long time, but they did a review of Antichrist by Lars von Trier, and it was easily the best review of the film that's available on, like, in video format on YouTube, hands down. I don't know if that channel is still up and running. But they spent like a good hour and a half um, taking it scene by scene, going into thematic depth, going into the background of the film, the overt references in terms of the color science to Andrei Tarkovsky, and some Ingmar Bergman notes. They did an exceptional job. One or two competent instances of analysis in an ocean of people who basically said nothing more than, "Bro, this movie's so fucked up. Bro, this movie's so weird. Oh my god, a fox talked. Whoa." It's fucking ridiculous. John Williams is a musical genius. Have you heard any of the stuff he did for Memoirs of a Geisha? It's amazing. I'm not sure how this actually looks on your end. This is already kind of a low res compression. Um, and then StreamYard cucks me. They cap me at 720, so I don't know if this is just complete garbage on the other end. And for the people that are viewing this, for the little clump, 5 people seeing this. All right, this works. This works well enough. It makes a cut. I think I'm good to go. All right. Well, I'm hanging this up. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Adios.